Good evening. We're going to do a t-test to determine if a 15-minute coaching session in bowling improves the students' bowling scores. So let's get started. Here I'm going to look at, is the data normally distributed between bowling without coaching and bowling with coaching? So I'm going to take a difference of the two pieces of data. And as you can see, we have game 1 score and game 2 scores of the students. So now let's take a difference of the two. First, I go to transform. I click on compute variable. And from here, I want to, like I say, I'm looking for the difference. So I'm going to just type in DIFF, which is going to be my signal for a difference column. Now I'm going to do make somewhat of an equation. So here I have game 1. I'm going to move over, and I'm going to say minus, and then I'm going to say game 2, and I'm going to move that over. So now I'm looking at the difference of game 1 minus game 2, and I'm going to click on OK. So now I have 3 columns instead of, well, 4 columns, but I have 3 columns of data. So I have a difference of game 1 and game 2, and my difference, which is a subtraction problem. So as you can see here, I have scores and differences for all of the students. So now let's analyze this information. So here we go to analyze. I go to descriptive statistics. I go to frequencies. And from here, I'm going to move my variables. So my first variable is going to be my difference. And I'm going to move that over because that's what I'm concerned with right now. And I'm going to click on charts. And from charts, I'm going to make sure I click histogram, show normal curve on the histogram, and I'm going to click continue. Once I click continue, I'm going to come here. And before I click OK, I'm going to click display frequency tables. We don't need that. So I click OK. Now I have my data. So in looking at my data here, my statistics, it tells me that I have 20 subjects. And I look at my histogram and I look at this bell curve, as I say, and I really can't tell if the data is distributed normally. So let's analyze this data a little closer. So here I come to analyze. I go to compare means. From compare means, I go to paired sample t-test. Here I move my variables. Game 1, I'm going to move to variable 1, and game 2, I'm going to move to variable 2. And now I'm going to come down and I'm going to click OK. Now that I've clicked OK, I'm looking at my paired sample statistics. Here I have my means from game 1 and 2. I have 90 and 94.95, which tells me that I have somewhat of a 4.95 difference between the two. I have my 20 subjects in each gaming session. Now I look at my paired samples correlations. It's a 0.556, which tells me that it is somewhat strong in a positive correlation. It's closer to +1. So then I come down to my paired samples test, and I look at that significant two-tailed difference, and it's a 0.108, which tells me that it is greater than 0.050. This tells me that we can conclude that the coaching did not have a significant impact on the students' bowling scores. Thank you. We are still